Hello, and thank you for coming to the McWaters Effect. I'm your host, Matt. Today I'm going to be talking about Barack Obama's third term. But first, I need you to hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Now let's get on with the show. Now guys, I know Joe Biden's president, but he's being controlled like a puppet by Barack Obama. Because Barack Obama did not get to finish what he started when he was in office. That was to fundamentally transform the United States. Y'all are probably wondering, in what way does he want to do that? I'll tell you the way. And the way is to, it's going to be more fascistic type of government. It's where the government and corporations are working together in order to decide what's best for the American people. And in my opinion, that is something that cannot happen. If I wanted something like that, I'd be living in China or something, or a country like that. I don't want that here. You know, and they're already starting that, especially with social media. Perfect example was what happened in Georgia whenever they made that voting law, calling it Jim Crow. It's not Jim Crow. The law is more liberal than laws that are in Europe. So I don't even know where they're coming from with this. And you know, and the idea that African Americans can't get a photo ID, that's bullshit and it's racist. Now you're probably wondering, okay, when it comes to foreign policy, how has things changed? Well, you could look and see how it's changed. Biden is starting to give money to the Palestinians. That's what gave them the ability to have the rockets to shoot at Israel. Okay, we're trying to get back into the Iran nuclear deal, which is something I'm not completely against. There has to be caveats in it that where America is first. And is there some things that Iran will get? Yeah, sure. But first thing, they don't get a nuclear weapon. And number two, we get the better end of the deal. Plain and simple. And then when it comes to dealing with Russia, he dropped all sanctions on that pipeline so they could build that pipeline going from Russia to Germany. Well, Trump is the one that put the sanctions on. And he's supposed to be pro-Russia? No. The pro-Russia president is in office right now, and that's Joe Biden. And what gets me is he decides to shut down our pipeline here to Keystone and allows them to finish up that pipeline there. And there's another thing is there's a pipeline going on in Iran. It's going to go to Greece. I got a picture of it. It's right here. It's in Iran. It goes through Iraq to Syria, through the Mediterranean, into Greece. That is going to deliver more money to Iran. It's something that we could hang over the head and say, hey, if you want to build this or finish building it, you're going to have to stop giving money to Hamas, the group that's shooting missiles in Israel. But is Joe Biden going to do that? No, he's not. He's listened to the progressive wing of the party, and they think that there's apartheid going on there in Israel, and that the Palestinians are getting put in camps and dying, when it's not true. And then there's another pipeline that's going to be built. That it's coming from Qatar, going through Saudi Arabia, into Jordan, Syria, Turkey, into Europe. This is a pipeline that Russia and Iran does not want built because it's going to be a competition for them for oil and gas prices in Europe. That's the main reason that both those countries are in Syria. And that's the reason we're in Syria right now is because we're there in Europe for the Europeans where the pipeline's going in Syria so they can build a pipeline there. That's the only reason we're there, is to help our allies to build a pipeline there. Now, do I think we should be doing that? No. If Europe wants that done, they can come in there and do it themselves. We need to stop being the world's police and deciding stuff like this. There's other ways that Europe could get this built. First thing, talk to Syria. Syria wants money. Well, I'm telling you right now, they'll take the money you're going to get them so you can build that pipeline through there. I guarantee you. Now, is it going to cost you a little bit? Yes. But in the long run, it will help you lower the price of oil and gas, especially with Iran and Russia going to be jacking it up on your ass. This is the perfect example of the transformation of America. And what Barack Obama wanted to do. Barack Obama wanted to go back to how we were actually dependent on foreign oil. We don't want to be dependent on foreign oil. Perfect example of that is a month ago, where gas prices jacked up because a pipeline went bad and we started importing oil from other countries in order to help alleviate the costs at the pump. That wouldn't have happened if we kept on working on Keystone Pipeline and kept on drilling on public lands. And why they want to do this? Because of supposedly because of climate change. Well, there's things that cause climate change, and I'll tell you right now what the big one is. It's that big round ball in the sky called the sun. It decides how hot and how cold it is, depending on the season you're in. Hello, it's not something that's magical or anything. It's science. Now, is it getting warmer because of humanity? Perhaps. There's no definitive proof one way or other to really say that, and no scientist has even come out and said that. There's a bunch of doom and gloom people saying that the world's going to end by blah, 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 blah. Well, they've been saying this for years. The Bible said it. Other things have said it. And it hasn't happened. When you start predicting when the world's going to end, and it doesn't end at that time, you look like an ass. So you're best off just shut your mouth. Another thing that's been entered into society recently is critical race theory. And critical race theory is something that I believe was started back in when Obama was in office. The idea, you didn't build that, that's critical race theory. That's straight up out of the book. An idea that everything is racist. Climate change is racist. Yeah, it's racist. I don't know if you'll know this, but having a border wall is racist. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Who would have thunk? Everything by critical race theory is racist. If you're white when you were born, you're racist. If you're a person of color when you were born, you're disadvantaged. Just how it is. That is complete bullshit. You can become anything you want to be. You just have to put the effort into work into doing so. It don't matter what race you are. Obama's a perfect example of that. He became the president of the United States as an African American man. But guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Peace.